Today we're here with the Citizens Coalition for Common Sense Gun Reform, CCCGR.
Common sense.
GSR, to see what people know or don't know about firearms and just how far they're willing to give over the reins to the federal government as far as legislation.
Yeah, this ought to be great, right? So they're gonna have random people that are going to, or that are voters, right? That are and see what they know about guns, right? I mean, they're the ones that are going to be putting the people in charge and to run the country, right? The voters and the people. So if you're going to, vote on guns, then you should know about them, right? Or at least have an opinion, right?
Based on that knowledge. It's common sense.
Common sense.
As the fire...
And please, hold your comments until the end of the video, please. I know there's going to be a lot of opinions, and I know a lot of you are going to be wanting to comment and say your little 10 cents. But just wait till the end. Try to, because some of you are going to end up looking stupid.
Firearm debate rages on. It's hard to delineate between facts and buzzwords.
A semi-automatic assault rifle.
Assault rifle.
Assault rifle.
Semi-automatic assault rifles.
Assault weapons are the weapons of choice for mass shooters.
Automatic weapons. Semi-automatic assault weapons.
Assault weapons.
Everyone's on board with common sense, right?
Common sense.
Common sense measures.
Common sense measures.
Hashtag common sense.
I like to believe I have...
Now, yeah, at the end, I want you guys to put in the comments what you think common sense, what are some common sense gun laws that we should put in place, okay?
a shred of common sense.
Common sense.
Common sense. Common sense.
Common sense.
Everybody's saying it, right? Republicans, Democrats, we all want common sense. But nobody can come up with a solution, huh?
We want to be common sense.
That's why when you said common sense, I'm like, I'm here.
And nobody really wants those scary assault weapons on the streets, right?
We're here pushing, for example, a common sense assault weapons ban.
But what do those terms actually mean, if anything, legally? More importantly, what do the people voting think they mean?
Well, are you a firearm owner?
Nope.
Okay, great. Are you a gun owner?
I'm not.
You don't shoot guns, you don't own guns?
Right.
Perfect, good. So, are you a firearm owner?
No.
Okay.
Well, I won't own one.
Good.
I actually own a high-capacity semi-automatic.
Well, you know what, you're not for us, but thank you, I appreciate it. You can move along because we need him here. Okay, so you don't own guns, you don't go shooting. Good, that's exactly what we want. So do you own any
So right off the bat, you see most of these people that are coming up to this booth, right? The booth is for common sense gun reform. Most of them coming up to them don't even have firearms. They don't even own a gun, okay? So the people that don't own guns obviously are going to want to not let other people have them because they don't believe in them, right? Or they would have guns. That doesn't make sense to me because if the bad guys have guns and the bad guys are kicking in and robbing people's houses and killing people, then how are we going to defend ourselves if a bad guy breaks in to your house or my house and they have a gun, right? I would want a gun, right? It's too late once the cops get there.
firearms?
Hell no.
That's just me.
Oh, good, perfect. That's what we want signing this. When getting gun control pushed through, it's very important to make sure the people on board are not firearm owners, or just better if they've never even seen a gun. That's how you get the signatures. Do you have like a sliding scale of what you think should be okay to own versus what's unreasonable? What would be fine versus what the government needs to step in and ban?
Oh, maybe like the hunting one.
They have no idea what they're even talking about.
Normal,
Right. Okay,
like
so
those,
yeah.
Like no, those look like.
So you.
Okay, real quick. So let's look at this table. So we got some handguns at the top of the table here. Okay, looks like we got a shotgun. Looks like we got an Uzi here, which is it's still semi-automatic. Semi-automatic means you pull the trigger once and it fires one bullet. That's all you can own, okay? That's as high as it gets, a semi-automatic. You cannot own, unless you're ex-military or police, a fully automatic weapon, okay? So all of these guns that you see on this table are semi-automatic, okay? So this gun, these two guns, these AKs and ARs shoot just as fast as these guns, right? Okay? I mean, they look different. I don't know, what doesn't anybody understand about that? You know, this gun holds just as many rounds as this gun, right? These just look scarier, right? And these are just the ones that the mentally ill people use when they carry out the school shootings, right? Yeah, well, they also use cars and knives and bombs and whatever else, right?
Somebody needs to own that.
Right. Does anything pop out at you?
Probably the two on the right.
Those you'd say like people don't need that?
Those down there.
Yeah, I was going to say not
The scary black ones?
And anything
Yeah.
But something like this?
No.
No. Something like this?
No.
Illegal? Illegal. This? No. And this? No one needs, something like an AK and AR.
But like I said, the AK and the AR, bad guys have them. The cartels have them. I mean, you see the SWAT teams, the police need them because the bad guys have them too, right? The people that have mental illness. So if the bad guys have an AR-15 and the good guys don't, how do we defend ourselves, right? So that means the good guys have to have AR-15s too.
Fully automatic.
Right, but maybe something like this, like a 30-aught, something like this.
I don't think so.
Okay, so that 22 we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, something like this, a hunting rifle.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the wood and the metal.
Yeah.
Hunting rifle. Something like this, another hunting rifle.
Sure.
30-06 hunting rifle. Fine with that. Your basic lever action 357. Yeah, you can only get 13 rounds in that.
Right off the bat, everybody had strong opinions and feelings, but how much do these experts actually know about firearms? If anything.
Well, I don't know what that is.
That's an Uzi. Well, no one needs a fully semi-automatic weapon. Careful.
That's not even a word. He said fully semi-automatic. And these people don't even know. You can't get a fully semi-automatic weapon. It's not even a word. That's how uneducated these people are.
Careful. You never know when firearms can just, do their thing.
And these are people that are voting.
Do they shoot one at a time or all?
It's fully semi-automatic.
Oh, okay, then no.
Yeah, okay, so no.
These are all automatic.
You see, she first asked. She said it would be okay if it shoots one at a time, which it does. But then he said a made-up word, fully semi-automatic, which just means semi-automatic, which means you pull the trigger, one bullet comes out. And then she said no. He's using a made-up word that just sounds like automatic.
Well, many of these, some of these are fully semi-automatic.
Pause for those watching this who don't yet know. Fully semi-automatic is a very stupid made-up term by me. To continue.
Well, there's no such thing as fully semi-automatic.
Well,
Thank you. Ding, ding, ding.
we can get into wordplay, sure, but nobody needs a fully semi-automatic weapon. Exactly. I mean, what's the reason for like a fully semi-automatic? AK-47, no and no. Have you heard of the AR-15? Yes. That's the bad one.
AR-15. AR-15s.
AR-15. ARs, 17s. AR-15.
Yeah, that's the...
I mean, it's just ridiculous. People can't even pronounce the fucking thing.
That's the really bad one if you pay attention to the news.
And AR, it doesn't stand for assault or look, AR-15 stands for Armalite, okay? It's the company that created the assault rifle.
That's the one that's the worst. And this is an AR.
Sorry. The company that created it. It's not an assault rifle, everybody, okay? We all get that now? AR-15 does not stand for assault rifle.
AR-15.
No.
Have you heard about the AR-15?
No, but it looks worse than that one.
It looks worse, right? Yeah. So is it because of the magazine capacity?
No, look at it.
Yeah, it does look really sinister.
Oh, who cares what it looks like, right? I mean, what?
Hunting gun.
No, like
I don't need that.
no, you know,
No one hunts with those.
no one hunts with those. No one needs a semi-automatic AR-15 or AK-47.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, what's the deer? Is it a Rambo deer? Something like, was it? I think 98% of mass shootings use the AR-15. Are you aware of that? Like, that's one that's using like 99.4 of mass shootings.
Only none of that is true. See these actual statistics regarding mass shootings.
Government should, like you said, round them up, gone.
We noticed a distinct trend. If the rifle was metal and wood, people were fine with it. If it was black and tactical looking, they wanted it banned. I sound like John Stossel.
This one's a personal favorite of mine. It mixes up a lot of people because it's a lever action, but you can fit 13 rounds of .357 in there. And you're getting close to AK-47 ballistics. How fast can you fire it? This fast.
My cameraman just peed himself.
Yeah. Okay, that's a hunting weapon. Those have been around since fucking the 1800s in the Wild West, okay? I mean, you can shoot that just as fast as an AR-15 or an AK. It does just as much damage, but nobody wants to ban them, right? Like you just heard the man, they hold 13 rounds. I mean, come on. And we haven't even got into some of the other guns yet. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
So with rifle knowledge, that seems pretty open and shut. Let's see if they have any better luck with handguns.
Do you think anyone really needs a handgun?
Handguns are something that, you know, I can live with.
I don't see a problem with handguns. It's the
I don't understand. Why don't they have a problem with the handguns, but they have a problem with the bigger guns? They're all semi-automatic.
Yes, because like, right.
No one's committing.
No one's committing mass shootings with these.
yeah.
You know?
Yes, they are.
Right. I mean, well, let's.
There's the numbers. Nearly 70%.
Do you think that anyone really needs a handgun in 2016?
Maybe a hunt, or maybe if you're like out in the wilderness.
Okay. You know, you don't need an 8.
Well, maybe. What about if you're in your house defending yourself? What if you want to have fun and go to the shooting range? I mean, come on. There's other uses for having weapons than just hunting too. Some people don't get that because they don't have guns, right? Or you live in a country that sucks and bans guns, right? I'm sorry about that, but here in the U.S., that's one of our God-given rights.
8-round handgun. You know, if it's 10 rounds of 22 or something, that's fine. This, revolvers, yeah, 6 shot. Well, if it's a revolver, 10 shots, okay. This revolver that actually fits 10 rounds gets a lot of people mixed up. But in areas like this for defense.
No.
It's common sense.
I mean, I understand why some people think they have to have a gun for self-protection, and I feel sorry for them.
You feel sorry for me that I need a gun for self-defense because a bad guy might kick my door in and try and rob me and kill me for my things, but I don't have a gun to protect myself back. What am I going to do?
Common sense.
That's right. Yeah.
Common sense, sure.
And I'm sure if someone kicks in his door and he lived to see another day, I'm sure he would change his mind about guns.
Sure, yeah, you know, that's why you call someone else.
Right. So, I mean,
to ensure you're allowed.
Yeah. You call a police officer who has a gun to come help you if a bad guy comes in and you don't have a gun. Guess what? You're calling someone that does have a gun. Either way. I mean, come on, guys.
2 guns.
Oh, you're German.
I am.
Okay, German. So German-Austrian Glock comes from you guys. We need you to petition them and make sure they're not making them anymore. There's no need for them.
Okay.
No better with handguns. Surprise. Turns out common sense opinions on guns doesn't involve any actual knowledge of guns. Let's see if they fare any better with calibers.
This is just your basic 30-06 hunting rifle, something like this.
We already know they're not going to know anything on calibers.
To each their own, I guess.
If they're educated, I'd say if they want a gun, they can.
All right, well, that's fine. Most mass shooters are educated. That's a good point. Common sense.
30,000 people to gun violence.
10,000 more people in the time I just said that. Now it's 12,000. So, you know, there's nothing we can do here. I mean, I guess you guys are okay with, like, another McVeigh. So you're not a firearm owner, I take it? No. Well, good. Another Dylan Roof.
I live in the hood.
Really?
And where do all my hood thugs get their guns? No, from the NRA members who don't lock them up.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
We're just trying to stop him, but, you know. All right.
That guy just said that the bad guys, the criminals, are getting their guns from the law-abiding NRA members. What? Come on.
Get them from the NRA?
Yeah, because the members don't lock them up.
Really?
Well, they don't go out and buy legal guns.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I want to have responsible firearm owners.
Right.
Mean that I go hunting in the fall, as my family has for many traditions.
Okay, that guy does not look like a hunter. He never looks like he's been in the woods in his life, and he talks like a girl. I don't believe him.
I don't own a handgun.
Might not be so responsible for that animal you're hunting, though, huh?
I know that.
So these people are breaking in, they're committing crimes, and we're just trying to fight it with some...
He's saying that because if he's hunting and he doesn't kill the animal with the one shot, then he can take his handgun out and finish it off.
Common sense legislation so criminals don't break the law.
God have mercy on your soul.
Well, if you can't fly, you shouldn't be able to buy.
Right.
No fly, no buy. No fly, no buy.
Okay.
No fly, no buy.
No fly, no buy.
Who aren't allowed on a plane shouldn't be allowed to buy a gun. The NRA is the most unregulated.
Right. What part of their ass is a regulated militia? No.
What part of your ass is part of a well-regulated militia?
They're the lousiest keeper of guns in the country.
Yeah, I know.
They'll claim they do, but they don't.
I know. Do you know what the process is like for the no-fly list?
No, I don't.
It's pretty scrupulous.
Here's a guy who has no idea what the NRA is.
I know. If anything, I want a firearm owner to not be in the NRA. I want them to have never gone through an NRA course.
I know, right? Come on, some of these people, man. Of course, you have to take a firearms class before you get a firearm. I mean, if you don't...
This guy's possibly drunk.
You're on the no-fly list, you know. You're either a terrorist or another senator's pulling a prank, but that's rare. I don't want them on the newsletter.
I just think it's funny that how many people are just so uneducated about guns, right? It's mind-boggling.
If they have to have a gun, I want them to have never even heard of the NRA.
And these are the people that are determining whether I can have a gun or not in my house to protect myself and hunt if I want to hunt. Give me a break. I just wanted to show you guys this. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your opinions on guns. You know mine. I think everybody should be able to have a gun as long as, you're not mentally ill, okay? You're not a felon, okay? And that's it. So, until next time, True Crime King, out.